In this video, I'm going to go over 4 AI tools that every single firm should be using if they want to generate more leads, close more sales. And this is not going to be talking about using ChatGPT or Claude. There are tons and tons of videos on that. Most of us are pretty familiar with those tools at this point. And if you aren't, check out someone else's video on those. Rather, this is going to be tools that are not that. However, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily more complex than those tools. If you're anything like me, we love simple. I don't mind working hard, but I want things still simple and I want them quick. I want it to be efficient and I want to move on with my day. So that's what you're going to get in this video. You're going to get 4 tools that you should be using that will make your life easier to attract new clients and close them in the process. If we have yet to meet before, my name is Katie Thomas. I'm a CPA and I run Leaders Online, a digital marketing agency that works with accountants that are all across the US. Some are in the top 100. Some are just getting started. They're 1 or 2 partners. So we see a lot of what works, what doesn't, what's changing. And a topic that's on everyone's mind is AI and how can I leverage it to grow my firm. So that's what this video is for. And be sure to stay for the 4th suggestion because it's something I don't see anyone talking about. With that, let's roll right into the first thing that you should be using when it comes to AI tools. The first tool I want you to leverage is an AI meeting note taker. Now, which one you use, that's totally up to you. There are a lot out there. We use Fireflies. You could do an accounting firm specific one like Vinyl. There are so many. But what I want you to do is immediately start using one and have that tool capture your meetings. From here, you can take a handful of those meetings, drop them into ChatGPT or another application like it, and have it create you a perfected sales script. With the context now around these meetings and using it to actually create your sales script, you're going to get a sales script that really helps you dig into the pain points of your prospects, the desired outcomes of your prospects, any objections they have. You will be shocked at the sales script that it can create. And over time, this can evolve so that it gets better and better. Now, along those lines, what you can do is when you actually have these calls is now you can take the recorded sales call and drop it into, say, ChatGPT or another application like it. And what it can do is actually be your sales coach. So where could you improve? Where could you ask a better question? Where did you maybe lack confidence? Where did you maybe confuse the prospect? All of these things can be done for you automatically, and there are ways to set it up so that you don't even have to download the transcript and upload it into ChatGPT or another application manually, but this is not the video for that. If you want to do it manually to start, that's totally fine, but you can get so much context out of just doing this process. So on the sales side, use the recordings to actually create your sales script. And then every time you have a call, drop that recording into ChatGPT or another application like it and ask for feedback on how you can improve. Have the AI be the expert sales trainer and work with you to get better. Now, for existing client calls, you can also drop those into ChatGPT. And specifically speaking from the sales side of things, I'm not talking about from the operations because there's a lot you could do with those calls from that standpoint, but you could ask it, hey, where did I maybe miss digging into a pain problem that they have that I could solve? Use these calls to help you identify ways that you can upsell, cross-sell your clients, and ultimately better serve them and create better outcomes for your clients. It's a great tool to help you do just that. Now, the second thing you should be aware of is a video editing tool that leverages AI. So for years now, the gold standard when it comes to content creation is to create some long form video that you can put out, say on YouTube or on a podcast, that people can consume, something that is not just short form from you. They can be educated by you on a topic that goes more in depth than a short form video. Now, from that long form, for years now, we have recommended that people take short form clips from it. So you'd have your long form video and you'd have your short forms. And that's absolutely what you should still be doing today. However, with technology, this can be a lot easier. So for example, using Descript, not only can it help you generate the concepts, like create the scripts, but it in its editing is so powerful. It can pull out the most impactful clips for you. It can help with creating the captions. It can help add studio sound quality. There are so many things it can do with its AI features that there is no reason why today that everyone can't create long form and short form content simply through using the power of these tools. So if you haven't checked out a tool like Descript, I highly recommend you do. And if you pair this with, say, the first tool, a meeting recording app, you can actually use it to pull out pieces of conversations that you're having with clients and insights that you're generating to automatically create content for you. Now, of course, we would need to talk all about the confidentiality requirements and that, but that's for another discussion. You can pair them together to help you create more, better, high quality content. The next AI tool you should be using at your firm is Claude Code. Now, I don't know about you, but I am no coder. I'm no coding expert. Even me, myself, I can create applications today using Claude Code. Just this week, I had it help me create a lead generation tool for a firm that serves real estate agents. And basically, we created this tool that helps estimate tax savings and what the opportunity would be by working with a tax strategist that specializes in working with real estate investors. We got it up and running in no time at all. And so if you want to create some sort of tool or lead generation freebie opt-in for your website or to use in ads or to post on social media, definitely check out Claude Code. You can create your own application. Don't even need a developer to do so. The fourth tool that you should be using at your firm is Claude Cowork. I've done a couple of videos recently on Claude Cowork, one of them being exactly how to create a marketing system from simply giving it a handful of discovery calls. I also recently created a video on how I use Claude Cowork over the past week. So if you haven't seen those, I'll be sure to link them in the description box so you can easily watch them if you haven't. But basically, when it comes to Claude Cowork, you want to think about it as if you would typically go to some sort of application or a browser, can you directly go to Cowork first? So if you need it to add a task to your project management, if you need it to add an event to your calendar, if you need it to go look for an email, if you need it to add something to your Amazon cart or your Walmart cart or whatever like that, it can go do it. When it comes to your marketing, there are so many things you can use Cowork to go do and help you with. But what is very powerful is if you set up a morning brief for you. And on that morning brief, I want it to give you all of your daily to-dos, whether that is tasks, that is meetings, or anything else on your agenda. I also want it to include news for your relevant sector. Let's say you serve real estate investors. I want it to include news about real estate investors that's relevant and pertinent to you that you need to be aware of. And finally, I want it to actually pull some leads for you. So has anyone posted on LinkedIn that fits this criteria that is looking for a CPA or an accountant or your services? Have it look on Facebook. It can do all of these things and it can pull this directly for you, so that you can be the first one to raise your hand and say like, hey, I saw you're looking for help. I'd love to learn more about what you're looking for. I don't see anyone talking about that. And so go ahead and set that up now and you will be ahead of the curve. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to like the video and also subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of other videos similar coming out on how you can use AI to grow your firm, increase your closing rate. And I'd love to also hear from you. What are you wanting to learn about next? What would be helpful? Is it more videos like this? Is it in-depth guides on tools or how I'm using them? Let me know in the comments below so I can make sure to create the exact content that you are searching for. I'll see you in the next one.